So over the weekend, I was at the Daytona International Speedway for the regular season finale. The NASCAR booth was set up right outside the track, and we got to get our hands on NASCAR 21 Ignition for the very first time. Today we're going to go over my overall thoughts and give the pros and cons of what I saw in my very short time playing it. This is Early Thoughts on NASCAR 21 Ignition. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the global brand for men's grooming and hygiene products. They offer the best tools and liquids for the big three of odor zones: your body, butt, and balls. The Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer is Manscaped's 4th generation electric waterproof trimmer with advanced skin-safe technology. Let's not forget, it also comes with a super smart charging system and LED lights as well. At the conclusion of this video, head on over to Manscaped.com to get 20% off your next purchase by using code BFM20 below. Again, that's BFM20 for 20% off of your next purchase. Once again, a huge thanks to the fine folks over at Manscaped and you for supporting this channel. So the night before the fan demo launch, me and IDK Player actually pulled up and saw the entire setup. There were multiple PCs set up with the demo installed, and the very next day I got a chance to play NASCAR 21 Ignition for the very first time.
It's been my life ever since. It's been something I've wanted to take to the next level for years now. I've been really blessed to have the opportunities to do what I've done.
Okay.
I gotta thank my dad for being so supportive of it and taking me to the track when he did. It made a huge difference in my life because racing was the thing that opened the doors for me to make connections with people that I never had.
Your facial expressions, Darian, my gosh.
Kind of like putting myself in my own corner and racing.
There we go.
And I know that you have done a couple of things throughout the years, and I know that your goal would be, hey, if I can ever get on the other side of that wall and that racetrack, I know one of the things you want to try to do is get back autism awareness and so many things. You've done some of those things already, and I'm sure there's a lot more that you'd like to do. Let's talk about sim racing now. Let's pretend like I know nothing about it. I do know that those are pretty cool. I also know they're fairly expensive. If you want the one that's sitting in the center, I'm guessing you probably have the best of the best. Let's start there, right?
It was on automatic, so I got a slow start.
The one that's in the middle is like
Eric Estep and I weren't sure at the time if we could film much gameplay, but shout out to the one and only Sloppy Joe for getting some pretty awesome footage. The link to his channel is down in the description below. As you can tell by my reactions, I was absolutely blown away by the overall presentation. The pre-race presentation really brought back that old NASCAR Thunder feel. It just overall immerses you into the game a lot more. And right from the start, as it was going along, I could already tell that the game had pretty much already passed the eye test. The leaderboards look fantastic, the ticker looks awesome, we finally get multiple pit road options, and as a little throwback to the NASCAR Thunder games, we get the icons down below to show where the cars are on track behind you. The major thing missing in this, however, was the track map. We finally got the track map back in the Heat games and lost it again. We have a plethora of camera angles, and you can rotate the car view as well using the joystick. However, if you do end up getting too close to the wall, sometimes you rotate inside the car itself. And finally, the overall graphics look absolutely phenomenal. As for the engine sounds, I thought they were okay. They could be a tad bit better. The bumping and tire skidding sounds sounded pretty good as well. So yeah, it looks like all the bells and whistles are there, but now we have to ask the real questions. How does it play? You could only get so much of a feel for the game. The reason you could only get so much of a feel for it was because the demo only allowed you to play at Daytona for only 3 laps with assist on. The AI were pretty 50-50 in my opinion. It seemed like sometimes they really didn't know what they were doing in the draft when I tried to do a tandem. The second time I played the game, I was the leader of the pack the whole time, and they weren't as packed as I thought they would be. But in NASCAR gaming's history, replicating allocating packs at Daytona and Talladega have been pretty tough, even for the best titles, so I'll kind of give this game a pass on that one for now. The developers were also there to also listen to feedback, so it was pretty cool to see other content creators be able to tell them some of the flaws they were able to catch with the game early on. You could only get so much of a feel for the crash physics as well. The damage physics were turned completely off. Honestly, if you're a hardcore fan who has been through the struggles of the Heat series as well as the years of struggles that have been going on in NASCAR console gaming, you probably came out of this not really knowing how this game is gonna play in the long run. But the casual fans playing this for a first time probably went away with this feeling like this was a massive step in the right direction. I'm here to basically tell you guys, do not sip the Kool-Aid at all. Continue to be critical and continue to view this with an open mind. Some other things some other content creators were able to find: IDK player manually drove down pit road at full speed and wasn't stopped at all. Also, after one of his wrecks, some of the cars were completely stuck on the apron and no caution came out. Now, the cautions weren't turned on for this demo, obviously, but the AI being stuck on the track has to be a little concerning. Others like Sloppy Joe completely praised the game for its overall presentation, as well as the little Easter egg where you see the plane flying in, entering turn 1. My overall early takeaway on NASCAR 21 Ignition is this: you can have the prettiest looking game in the world, but if the overall gameplay isn't necessarily up to par, then that's seriously not gonna be a good look. But the thing with the new game is it's been marketed as being built completely from the ground up by Motorsports Games. We still have no clue how this game is going to race on short tracks, mile-and-a-halves, and road courses. I say wait for gameplay from content creators that you absolutely trust within the community, then make an informed decision on whether you will purchase it or not based on their content. Do I think it's worth the $90 pre-order? Right now, no. Do I think it's worth buying for 60 bucks? Well, when you look at the NASCAR Heat games, they did have way more features. It looks great. It possibly has the potential for the physics to be a step above the Heat series, but based off of not having an overall feel for the game from the demo, as well as some things that will be missing from the first installment, right now I am going to say no. And when I say that, I am saying wait for other content creators to play the game, review it for yourself, and then make an informed decision. Do not buy off of nostalgic purposes. Don't buy it because it looks nice and shiny. Wait for overall gameplay to start coming out and then make a decision. So hopefully we'll have more information on this game very soon. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of NASCAR 21 Ignition and what the future holds for NASCAR console gaming as a whole. And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.